created my docket, so any mentions of court dates being scheduled in March 20th,
Yeah.
for example.
Miss Zoom court. Make court. I didn't think Yeah, I've been clocked.
Most likely it's, yeah. So if you have 533, you're in the right courtroom. If you zoomed in the 533 and it sent you here, you're in the right courtroom. If you have a question on if you're in the right courtroom, put it in the chat. We have cases scheduled for 9:25 and 9:35. 9:45, 9:55. I'm gonna call these cases on time. If parties are ready to proceed, we can proceed. If parties aren't present, I'll call for defaults an hour after the scheduled time. That will allow you to actually find a courtroom in the event that they intended on showing up timely. We've got one Rabbits case at 9:25. We have Attorney Landau Rabbits, Attorney Callahan. We have improper, Mr. Leonard Markham, also an Abbott case. I'll call the 9:25 case. Ms. Wofford, you are a defendant in the 9:25 case. I have you checked in. And I'll just we'll continue to check people in the meantime.
Hello, person on user's iPhone. It says user's iPhone. Unmute your microphone, user's iPhone.
Hello. I'm not sure if you're talking to me, but hello.
Yes, I am. What time is your case scheduled for?
9:30.
Okay, we have no 9:30 cases. What's your name?
Brittany Bryant.
Okay, do you have a pen? I'm going to give you another number.
Okay, 1 second. Excuse me. Not be a pen really quick. Okay. Hello.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, it's 360-538
Uh-huh.
0000.
360-538-0000.
Yes.
And what am I
sign
doing with
out,
this?
Sign back into Zoom with that number.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Person on the Galaxy device, you need to connect to your audio. If you can't connect, maybe sign out and sign back in. See if that connects you.
Ms. Jordan, could you put your hand up in the chat? Legal aid, I'm reading the chat. It looks like Ms. Jordan wants legal assistance. Can someone do an intake? Because she's scheduled for 9:45.
Hello, person on the Galaxy device? Galaxy device?
Mr. Stanford, is there, I see some people in breakout.
All right, Madam Court Reporter, once you check in the iPhone and the Galaxy device, we'll get started. Parties looking, staring at the screen. It looks like you're sitting in the bathroom. There's a couple in the bathroom. It's a male and a female. Can you state your name? It doesn't look like you're connected to audio.
They're not connected. They're having a problem.
Okay, I'm gonna remove them out of here, and hopefully if they log back in, they'll connect. We have time to talk.
Person that just signed in on the iPhone.
Oh,
What's your-
Anthony Goulet,
What time is your case scheduled for?
9:30.
Okay, we don't have any 9:30 cases, so if you have a pen, I'm going to give you a number. You're going to sign out, sign back into Zoom with the new number.
I don't have a pen, ma'am. Let me find it.
How did you get in here, Mr. Goulet?
Pardon?
How did you log into this courtroom?
Right through my Zoom.
All right. You have the Zoom code for this courtroom?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
360-436-0000.
Substitute the 436 with 538.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. All right, looks like we're connecting to audio. We'll get her checked in, and we'll start calling. I'll start calling cases. Attorney Haddad, I'll group your cases. I only see 2 at 9:35. Attorney Coleman, I know you're doing Attorney Rabbit's docket today. You have one on every 10 minutes. So I'll call yours at 9:55 so I can put them together. And Abbott, you have one at 9:35. So it's Attorney Landau. Who's doing Attorney Landau's case this morning? All right, we'll get going with who's here and who has the lease right now. Actually, I'll just go down the line. Everybody's here. We'll just call them in order. And then if I have to recall them, I'll recall them. Calling case number 2239-5069. This is USP Property Management versus Latoya Wolford and all other occupants on Manor. May I have appearances?
I'm here.
Please state your name for the record.
Latoya Wolford.
Thank you, Ms. Wolford. Okay. All right, we'll pass this matter. We'll recall this matter. Ms. Wolford, are you ready to proceed, or have you talked to Attorney Coleman?
No, sir, I haven't, Judge, I haven't talked to anybody. I didn't even know I had a court date today.
How'd you, I mean, you knew because you showed up, but.
I knew because my mom looked it up and she said that she went to see that because the paper they sent, it said that the court date was on 3/20/23. And they haven't sent anything else at 9:25. So my mom logged in today because she's been checking on it. And she said that they told her that I need to be logged in today by 9:45. So I did want to make sure I showed up, but I haven't talked to anybody.
All right, do you want to talk to Mr. Coleman or talk to
Sure.
counsel?
Yes.
All right, there's counsel available. I would suggest having a conversation with Mr. Coleman if you can work it out. I don't know the details of what's going on, but also there's legal aid there.
I can speak to the defendant. What is the case number on this one?
Hold on.
I can barely hear you, Attorney Coleman, but it ends
I
in
said,
069.
What is the case number on this one?
22395069.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, I can go to a breakout room with Ms. Wolford. You can send me and I can talk to her.
Okay, you know, she asked for counsel, directed
Man,
to,
I'll come back on that matter in a little bit and see what happens, okay?
okay. I can call 068 right now. All right, I'll just call this case in order. Calling case number 22394991. This is Langford at Telegraph Apartments versus Sydney Avery and occupants on Telegraph. May I have a
Good
hearing?
morning, Anna. Joe Workup 75969. I'm standing in for Mark Lando on this case this morning.
Okay, good morning. Is Sydney Avery present?
Yes, Sydney Avery is present.
Good morning, Mr. Avery. Have you and attorney Horka had a conversation?
No, we haven't.
All right, Mr. Horka, I'm giving you breakout privileges. I'll call a few more of your cases too. As stated earlier, UCHC is present in the courtroom. You are not retained. This is the second hearing. I want you to have a conversation with plaintiff's counsel. If you need legal assistance, UCHC is here and plaintiff's counsel will send you to them if you request, if that's your request. I'll recall this matter when you're all ready.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yeah, Mr. Featherston.
I was just letting you know, this is a Lakeshore day. I was just here for one case this morning.
Okay, yeah, excuse me, Lakeshore Legal.
Yep.
Lakeshore Legal is here.
Judge, did you
Okay.
want Mr. Frederick Coleman and Miss Wolford in a breakout room together? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you able to can you
I'm
do
gonna
that?
send them to breakout room number 3.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
And Mr. Horka, you have breakout privileges as well. Galaxy, who's raised their hand?
Yes.
All right, we have audio.
Yes, I have audio now. I apologize. I didn't have it before.
No, that's all right. What's your case number?
Oh, I'm not sure. Wait, just let me look. Case number 2238921.
She's in front of Judge Sean Sharp.
Okay, you're in front of Sean Jacquet. How did you log into here?
Join the meeting and I was directed right there.
All right, but did you click you clicked the link? Did you click a link or you typed in the code?
I typed in the code. I was join the meeting. I typed in the meeting ID and then it directed me to your area.
You have the meeting ID?
360-436-0000.
Okay, substitute the 436 with 538 because Sean Jacquet is now on 538. Courtrooms got switched around. So 360-538-0000. That'll get you in there. Now remember, your device says Galaxy, so you need to identify yourself when you get in there.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Good luck. Calling case number 22394993. This is Clark Apartments versus Shaquandra Barbie and all occupants of Clark Street. Is Shaquandra Barbie here, or anyone who lives on Clark? I recall this matter. I think counsel is in the breakout room. It doesn't seem as if defendant is present. Calling case number 22395068. This is USP Property Management versus Sean Tillman. and all other occupants on Wisconsin. It appears that Attorney Coleman is present. It appears as if he's speaking to someone else in a breakout room or on another hearing. Is Sean Tillman here? All right, Sean
Your Honor,
Tillman.
that's the case I'm on. She is not currently present.
Okay, I'll recall it. I'll note that you're on this matter, and please have a conversation with Mr. Coleman.
I will, Your Honor. And just so you know, I did submit my appearance yesterday.
All right.
In the figures.
Oh. All right, I'll recall. On case number 2239-5155. This is Grant and Main LLC versus Andre Avery Jr. and all occupants.
Good morning, Your
Yes.
Honor. Ron Haddad, PA 4927 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good morning, counsel. Is Andre Avery here?
Yes, I'm in here.
Good morning, Mr. Avery.
Good morning.
Have you and Mr. Dad come to a resolution?
No, Your Honor, I haven't had a chance to speak with Mr. Avery. Can I get host privileges? Oh, there we are.
Okay, I'll recall this, man. And Mr. Avery, there's legal counsel here from Lakeshore. Just want to make you aware of that. There's nobody who's filed an appearance in your case. So I want you to talk to plaintiff's counsel, and then in the event you need some clarification or elect to speak to counsel, if you all don't have it worked out, you're free to do so. I mean, you're free to do it now, but I think as a practical approach, you all may be able to work something out. So I'll recall that matter. And Mr. Dad, you have another one I can call.
I have a couple, Your Honor. Another one is if for some reason it says Attorney Sagati, but we've substituted in on the 17th. I'm sorry, we followed our substitution on it. So I'm not really sure why it still says Gary Sagati. 276, Your Honor.
All right, I'll note it. You hear that, Attorney Flesland?
I am here, Judge. I don't, let me see.
I'll just call it. I'll call it in a second. We're almost at that case. Calling case number 2239-5156. This is Grant and Main LLC versus Wayman Jones and all occupants on Evergreen. May I have appearances?
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Rania Haddad, P 8497 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Thank you.
Wait, what was the case number, Judge? I'm sorry.
5156. This is a Callahan case.
Okay.
I'm calling your two cases next.
That's fine, Judge. I thought you called Sagati.
Okay, no problem. Is Wayman Jones present? Is anyone on Evergreen present? We'll call this case, recall this matter. Let's see. Calling case number 2239-5274. This is John Sultana versus Amari Watkins and occupants on Stahalan. May I have appearances?
Yes, Your Honor. Dennis Flesland, P 30289 for the plaintiff.
Thank you. Is Amari Watkins here?
Good morning, Your Honor. Michelle Johnson, P49181, Legal Aid and Defender Association. Our office is going to be representing Ms. Watkins, and I believe she was intending to be present on the Zoom.
All right. Is Amari Watkins here? For to recall this matter.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is Attorney Coleman. You sent me in the breakout room with Ms. Wolford, she's gonna need to speak to legal counsel. We're not gonna be able to work anything out on this, so we probably just need an adjourn date on this one for a couple weeks.
Okay, legal, Lakeshore, can you talk to Ms. Wolford, and then I'll recall it.
Yes, Judge, we'll have someone pull her into a breakout room.
Okay.
And I also have,
Yeah. Counsel, can you let me know when Amari Watkins shows, appears? You can call that matter. I'm gonna keep going down the list, Attorney Coleman. You have one on every 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna keep going down the list. And if defendants are here, I'll direct them to you or make them aware of, legal counsel, but most efficient way to do it. Calling case number 2239-5276, Giuseppe and Jill Battaglia versus Chris Drohan and all occupants on Haverhill. May I have appearances?
Good morning, Your
Yes,
Honor.
Your Honor. Dennis Flesland, P 30289, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
This is the one that we've substituted in, Your Honor. I'm not sure. If I could just talk to Mr. Sagati in a breakout room. I mean, Mr. Flesland in a breakout room.
Okay, can you, state your appearance, just for the record.
Rania Haddad, PA 497 on behalf of the, on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right, and for the record, there is no substitution of counsel on here, but I'll put parties in the breakout room. Is Chris Drohan here or anyone on Haverhill? All right, counsel, recall this matter. Mr. Dad, we have the same issues as yesterday with these files.
Well, the good thing is that today I only have a few.
I agree. All right. You know when you're ready. Calling case number 2239-5306. This is Leonard Markham versus Shy Harris and all occupants on Evergreen. Our parties present. Court will recall this matter. Calling case number 2239-5363. This is Y&I Associates versus Clifford Alexander Holcomb and all other occupants on Tireman. May I have appearances? Is anybody here? Is Clifford Holcomb here? Or anyone on Tireman? Court will call this matter at 10:35. Calling case number 2239-5070. USP Property Management versus Kimberly Jordan, excuse me, and occupants on Dale. May I have appearances? Court will recall this matter for default dismissal at 10:45. Calling case number 2239-5222. This is Southeast Michigan Property Management versus Antonia Watkins and all other occupants. May I have appearances? What do we call this matter? Calling case number 2239-5164. Renardo Lawson versus Jalissa Cousins. May I have appearances?
I'm present.
Can you state your name for the record?
Renardo Lawson.
Thank you, Mr. Lawson. Do you know if Jalissa Cousins is present? Have you talked to Ms. Cousins?
No, I haven't.
All right. Do you have her contact information?
Yes.
Can you give her a call?
Okay.
All right, thank you. And let me know if you get in touch with her or tell her to zoom in, but I'll recall this at 10:45, but I want you to reach out. Neither one of you have counsel, so it's on you.
Okay.
I know this court date was rescheduled. So I mean, it may benefit you to get it done today versus 3 weeks from now. If I give you a default, I'm not gonna issue any move out dates until after the date this was scheduled out of fairness. So it's there's an incentive to give her a call so you can get it done today.
Okay.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Coleman, I called at 5070. Kimberly Jordan is here. And Mr. Abbott, I called your Y&I Associates case. I'll recall it at 10:35. I didn't hear anyone respond to the call of court. I didn't hear Clifford Holcomb or Alexa Holcomb here.
All right,
363.
thank you, Judge. You called the one with Kimberly Jordan?
Yeah, I called that one. Kimberly Jordan is present.
Okay, yeah, and I have a matter with Attorney Featherton, which we're ready to place on the record.
All right, okay. Let me call these 10. I'm gonna finish these 1045 cases, and then I'll call that matter. I have 4 or 5 more cases to call. I want defendants to hear their names before, on time, so I can recall them, not for the first time. So what that is 069, right?
068, Judge. There's 1069 is Latoya Woodford, which is a recall, but she needs to speak to counsel, which I believe she's already doing. I hope so.
No, I have not.
Okay, 068. I got you. I'll call that shortly. Calling case number 22395290. This is Iowa Land Development LLC versus Andrea Reed, Dolores Reed, and all occupants on Fairmount. May I have appearances? This is case number 22395290, Iowa Land Development versus Andrea Red, Dolores Red, and all occupants. May I have appearances? I'll recall this matter. Mr. Flessner, may I have your appearance?
Already, Your Honor, Dennis Fliss, Land P 30289 for the plaintiff.
Thank you. Is Andrea Reed here? I'll recall this matter at 10:45. Calling case number.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Calling case number 22395295. This is Jacqueline Brentley versus Antoinette Hendricks. Is either party present? Is Jacqueline Brentley present? Is anyone who resides on the 16,000 block of Pinehurst? Oh, negative. All right. What do we call this matter? Calling case number 22395365. Desiree Alex and Finkel One LLC versus Desiree Alexander and all other occupants. May I have appearances?
Morning, Judge Sabree. My name is James Abbott, P26085. I represent the plaintiff.
Thank you for your appearance. Is Desiree Alexander here? Anyone lives in the 2300 block of Finkel? All right, I'll recall this matter at 10:45. Calling case number 22395452. This is DMV Works LLC versus Shamir Reed and all occupants on Harlow. A party's present.
Morning, Joe Horka, P75969, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good morning, Mr. Horka. Is Shamir Reed present? Is anyone who resides on Harlow Street, the 19,000 block of Harlow? Court will recall this matter. Court has one more matter, and then I'll call your case, Attorney Coleman and Attorney Featherstone. Calling case number 223954553. This is RCH Brokerage Legacy versus Arius Tarver and all occupants.
Good morning.
May I have a
Cohort
case?
C75969 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Thank you. Anyone live on Taylor Street? Is Arius Tarver here? Anybody on the 2000 block of Taylor? All right, I'll recall this matter. We have some 955 matters I can call. But I won't be entering defaults. Is Kiana Cornelius here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. You have who's doing Attorney Landau's cases this morning?
That's me, Your Honor.
Okay. You have Miss Cornelius present. The court doesn't see an appearance on the docket or in the file, so you all can have a conversation. You also, is Michelle Ridley here? Is Thomas Lett Jr. or James Lett Jr. here? Is Denise Green present? Is Cedric Webster here? Is Lois Armstrong here? All right, those were the defendants for the 955. Mr. Levasseur, you have a 955 case. I'll call your case just to get it on the record since you're here, and then I'll be as Attorney Coleman and Attorney Featherstone. Mr. Featherstone, are you all ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. We'll keep cranking away. Calling case number 22395128. This is SKMM LLC versus Thomas James Lett Jr. and occupants of East McNichols. May I have appearances?
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Levasseur, P41712, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good morning, counsel.
Your Honor, okay.
Go ahead.
I was saying you had spoken to me before you called this case. I was just clarifying I'm on the Schoen Tillman case, not this one.
Are you an attorney on this case, Mr. Featherstone?
No, Your Honor. I'm the attorney on the Schoen Tillman case.
All right. Thank you. All right. Is Thomas James Lett Jr. here? All right, I'll recall this matter. I know, what case are you on, Mr. Featherstone? Because I don't see Attorney Coleman here right now.
5068.
All right, whenever he's comes back, I'll call that matter.
Understood.
If parties haven't talked to legal aid and need to talk to legal aid, please do it before, please get it done. Latoya Wolford, I'm gonna call your case again in 20 minutes. Have you talked to legal aid?
No, I've been waiting to talk to someone.
All right, well.
Ms. Wofford, we were sending you prompts to meet with attorney in the breakout room. So on your screen, you should see a prompt come up to go into the breakout room. We tried a couple different ones, so we'll keep trying, okay?
How are you? Okay, thank you.
Sydney Avery, present.
Yes, I'm present.
Have you talked to counsel?
Yes,
You ready to go?
yes.
Okay. Is that Mr. Horka? All right, thank you for letting me know. Is Shaquanda Barbie here? Shaquandra Barbie. Is Andre Avery Jr.? I remember you being present. Andre Avery Jr. is in the breakout room, Mr. Pat. Okay. Is Wayman Jones here? Wayman Jones. Amari Watkins, are you present?
Yes, sir. On my screen.
All right. Attorney Johnson,
Room
are you?
so-and-so. So you need to tell whoever
Yes,
that
I'm here,
is.
Judge.
They got it on my Zoom screen.
Okay, Attorney Johnson, have you had a conversation with, who's doing Sagati's cases today? Oh, Mr. Flesland? Have you and Mr. Flesland talked?
Yes, Your Honor.
Not yet, Your Honor. I
All
believe
right.
he was on the record in some other cases, and I did send him a message in the chat, but I don't think he had an opportunity to look at it yet.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, you all both have co-host privileges. If you all want to go into a breakout room, if you want me to put you in a breakout room, I can do that too. Just let me know.
I can go in. Mr. Flesland.
I'm ready, Ms. Johnson.
Okay.
All right, let me know when you're ready. Attorney Abbott, are you, do you have any matters ready?
I have a 10:35 that I can dismiss on the record.
Okay. Is it for, you said a 10:35?
Yes, for Dave Fantera.
Okay. Calling case number 2239-5095, Ramblewood Apartments versus Cameron Phillips and occupants. May I have appearances?
James Abbott, standing in for Dave Fantera. This can be dismissed.
Dismissal is granted. Dismissal without prejudice is granted.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Abbott. That concludes this matter. Is Jill Battaglia here? Chris Drawn. Is Shy Harris here? iPhone. I see an iPhone on the screen with the video up. Can you tell us your name?
Charlene Roman.
What'd you say?
Charlene Roman,
Okay, what time are you scheduled for?
10:15.
You have your case number?
No, I don't know. I'm with Miss Johnson. Let's pull that right now.
Monica Johnson?
Yes,
You have an attorney?
yes.
Is Ms. Barnes your attorney?
No, Miss Johnson.
What's your name, Charlene?
Yes.
Okay, I have you checked in. You're on case ending in 999 for 1015.
Okay.
Attorney Landau, who's doing Attorney Landau's case? Is it Mr. Harker?
Yes,
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Charlene has checked in. She's on an iPhone. Let's see. Sure.
Judge, I have a couple of cases. I've spoken to the defendants. We have resolutions on whenever you're ready for those.
All right. Put the case, can you drop the case numbers in the chat? Last 3 digits. Just to keep the airways open. And I'll call. Sean Tillman. All right. Okay, Mr. Tillman is here. And that's the 068 that you
Yes.
all are ready on. All right, whenever Attorney Coleman comes back, we're ready to go. Denise Green, are you supposed to be in this courtroom?
I was directed to your courtroom, sir.
What's your case number?
It is.
I see you. You're supposed to be, yeah. You're scheduled with Attorney Horka at 9:55. And he's present. Case number ending in 5456, 2239-5456. All right. Mr. Horka said you have some matters ready. Let's call him.
I haven't talked to legal aid this morning.
Or do you want to?
Yeah, please.
All right.
Well, Ms. Green, we'll get you, there will be a prompt on your screen to go to a breakout room with an attorney in just a second.
Okay, thank you.
Calling case number 22394991. Langford at Telegraph Apartments versus Sidney Avery and all occupants on Telegraph Road. May I have appearances?
Good morning, Joe Horka, P75969 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good morning.
Sidney Avery.
Thank you, Mr. Avery. Have parties been able to work out an agreement?
We have, Your Honor. We discussed a conditional dismissal, box 4B, March 17th is the pay or move date. My understanding he's going to get tax return and possibly an SCR to cover this by that date. I did explain the court rule to him, and I just need Mr. Avery's permission to sign his name to that proposed document.
Yes, you have permission.
And what's the pay amount?
With court costs, it's $4,777.
All right, and pay or vacate by March 14th?
17, Your Honor.
March 17th. All right, okay. All right, Mr. Avery, do you understand what's going on?
Yes, I do.
All right, you're comfortable with this?
Yes.
Right, I'll sign, the court will sign it once it's presented to the court. Once it's faxed over, court will sign it. Good luck. You all are free to leave.
All right, thank you.
Well, calling case number 22394995, Clark Apartments versus Kiana Cornelius and occupants on Clark Street. May I have appearances?
Hi, I'm Kiana. I'm here.
And Joe Horka, P75969, standing in for Mark Window.
Good morning, morning, everyone. Do we have a resolution on this matter?
I think we do, Your Honor. I spoke with Ms. Cornelius in the breakout room. The total is $593. We're going to enter a conditional dismissal, box 4B being checked. I explained what that means to her. She thinks she can get this paid by the end of February. I put March 7th as the date, just in case for any reason she needs a few extra days.
All right, so considerate of you, Mr. Attorney Horka. Ms. Cornelius, do you understand what's going on?
Yes, sir.
Are you comfortable with this agreement?
Yes.
Does Mr. Horka have consent to sign your name on this agreement?
Yes, he does.
All right, good luck. When the court receives a conditional dismissal, we will sign it. You're
Thank
free to
you.
leave
Have a good one.
too. Happy Friday.
See you. Bye-bye.
995, Judge.
If attorneys have resolutions, please just send me a message in the chat. Send me a message with the case numbers and I'll put them in queue. And it looks like Kimberly Jordan wants to speak to legal aid one more time. Ms. Ferguson,
Good morning.
good morning. What is your case number?
So the case number is 223-89188.
All right, I see you listed for 10:30 in Judge JK's courtroom. You probably have 36 on your notice, but courtrooms were switched after the notices were sent out. So you're in 5, is it 538?
Yes, Judge.
You're in 538. That's 360-538-0000. That's Judge JK.
JK? Okay, thank you so much for that information, Judge.
Well,
How are you
is anyone
spelling?
else?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to know the spelling of his last name, the judge.
JACQUE. Some are saying Jock, some are saying, he says JK, so I say JK.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Judge, Ms. Johnson and I are ready on case ending in 5274.
Fantastic. Calling case number 2239527. This is Shan Sultana versus Amari Watkins and all occupants at 8488 Hayland Avenue. May I have appearances for the record?
Yes, Your Honor. Dennis Flesland, P 30289 for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michelle Johnson, P 49181 with Legal Aid and Defender Association on behalf of Ms. Watkins, who's in the Zoom courtroom.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson.
Your Honor,
Ms. Watkins, since you're here, could I have your appearance? Could you
Yes,
state your
I'm
name?
Yes, my
State
name
your
is
name.
Martin.
Thank you, Ms. Watkins. Proceed, counsel.
Your Honor, Ms. Watkins has applied for ERAP. I received the ERAP number from Ms. Johnson, and we're requesting an adjournment till I think we are shooting for March 31st to come back.
Okay.
If that
Is it, I mean, could we, if March 31st, could we put it over to April to include April rent and whatever this is versus, or March 31st, is it a reason why we're staying in March?
Your Honor, if I understand Ms. Johnson correctly, that they were trying to get all the payments done by March.
Okay, well, let's come back at the end, toward the end of March. You think March 31st would do it?
Ms. Johnson, is that?
I'm hopeful so, Judge. She has an initial approval and we are waiting for an update to include additional rent that's accrued since she first applied. But we're hopeful that we will be able to have all of the numbers and information so we can do a conditional dismissal by then.
Okay, the court finds good cause to adjourn this matter to March 30th. Unless March 30th, does that work for both parties?
That's fine for me.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. March 30th at 9 a.m. And if parties have a dismissal of, if the ERAP funding comes in, you all work something out and the dismissal is pending, feel free to submit it to the court before that court date.
Thank you,
Very
Judge.
good, John. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Flesland.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson.
Thank you,
Ms.
Ms. Johnson.
Watkins? Ms. Watkins, you can disconnect.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
be free to
you guys so
leave.
much.
You're welcome. Looks like Ms. Cousins is requesting legal aid. Jalissa Cousins,
Ms. Cousins, we'll send you a prompt on your screen in a second to join a breakout room.
and Mr. Lawson, that's your tenant or the defendant on this matter, on your matter. Is Antonia Watkins here? Is Andrea Reed, Dolores Reed? Is Jacqueline Brentley here? Antoinette Hendricks present. Is Desiree Alexander here? Is Shamir Reed here? Is Arius Tarver here? Hello, Brandy, Ms. Bennett. Ms. Bennett, what time is your court date? I can't hear you. Can you use the chat? Can you type in the chat what time your court date is? Because I don't see you on my docket.
There's also a Carmen Jones on the screen that's not on the docket.
All right, Ms. Bennett, I see you can hear me. Put a thumbs up if you can hear me. Oh, it looks like you're connecting the audio. There we go. Ms. Bennett, then Ms. Jones. Ms. Bennett,
Yes,
good morning.
good morning.
What does your court notice say?
My hearing is today at 10:30 for,
2238-4844?
yes,
Okay. You have an attorney, Ezioke.
yes,
And your notice, you're really in 538. The courtrooms have switched up, so the notice says 436, but you're in 538. So how did you get in here with the Zoom code 360-436-0000?
yes.
All right, substitute the 436 with 538. So 360-538-0000.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Carmen Jones,
Yes,
good morning.
good morning.
Same situation.
536, you said?
538. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Bennett.
I couldn't hear.
Little teamwork. 360-538-0000.
I didn't hear the actual number.
Okay. 360
360
538
538
0000.
0000. And that's the courtroom I should be in?
Yeah, that's the courtroom. We have a docket for that courtroom as well because courtrooms were switched and we know the notices may be inaccurate, so, we see you, you're at 10:30 in that court. So,
Okay,
Zoom out of here, Zoom in there.
okay, thank you. Have a
Thank you, Mr. Tobin. I'm going to check 533. Attorney Palace, good morning. I'm looking at the docket. Are you here for John Hill?
Yes, sir.
You're on 538. 360-538-0000 with Judge Jakay. iPhone. iPhone, who are you?
Right here, Monica Johnson. Can you hear me?
What's your first name?
Monica.
What time is your case scheduled?
10:15. I've been on Zoom. I've been waiting to be let in, but I have left out and joined back in, and then you appeared.
All right, that's great. You have an attorney, huh? Attorney Barnes?
Yes, Ms. Barnes.
Is Ms. Barnes present?
I'm not sure at the moment.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here. This is Attorney Barnes.
Good morning, Attorney Barnes. Have you had an opportunity to speak to Fred Coleman, Attorney Coleman?
No, I have not. Is he covering for Attorney Ravitz today?
Yes, he is. And what I'll do, I'll give you co-hosting privileges. Ms. Nesimova, I see you're defending all occupants on 057. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
You're in 538 with Judge Jakay. The notices say 436. You're really in 538. I have a copy of this docket. I see you're on the Sewell and Hobbs case.
Yes. What is the Zoom ID number for his court?
538. 360-538-0000.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Council's going to check the other courtroom. If you are awaiting defaults, you're awaiting call defaults. Please pop into 533 to ensure your defendant is not in 533. And the court will do the same from chambers. And once I'm back, we'll get started. We'll start calling defaults and the rest of these matters. And Ms. Tokman, can you call defendants for 1025 cases and 1035 cases and the 11 o'clock case, just to alert them in the event that they're here and haven't made any progress or just sitting on Zoom?
Okay. Someone on the screen, Roxy Dunlap. Unmute your microphone. Hi, what time is
here.
What time is your case scheduled?
I believe it was, I don't remember if it was 9:25 or 9:45.
Do you have the last three digits of your case number?
I don't have it in front of me, I'm sorry.
Okay, I do not see you on our docket sheet. So if you have a pen, I'll give you another number. You can check into courtroom 538.
Is that where I'm supposed to be at?
I don't see your name on our docket sheet, so you're probably in this other courtroom. Do you have a pen?
Yes, I do.
Okay, it's 360-538-0000. So sign out, sign back into Zoom with that number.
I'm sorry, didn't you said sign into where with that number?
Zoom.
How you doing today?
So sign out of this courtroom. You are not on our docket sheet.
Okay, and so how do I figure out where do I go?
I just gave you the number, so however you signed into this courtroom.
I just clicked on the courtroom.
Sign into the next courtroom. It's 538.
Oh, 538. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. There's a Brittany Dalton. Brittany Dalton.
Yes, I'm here
Hi, what time is your case scheduled?
at 10:30.
10:30. Okay, you are not on our docket either. So if you have a pen, I'm going to give you this number. You're going to sign in to Judge Jacquet's courtroom.
1 second. Let me get a pen. Okay, I'm ready.
360-538-0000. So it's courtroom 538.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Tobin, did we have someone just zoom in?
Judge, the only person that checked in is Monica Johnson at 10:15. Anything later than that, there's no tenants checked in.
It's somebody who couldn't connect the audio and they wouldn't leave 533.
Oh, no one
Yeah.
just recently checked in, no.
My name is Dolores Red. I'm not sure. I did send a chat message saying that I just spoken with an attorney and waiting for my case to be called. And I did send the case number.
You're checked in, Miss Red.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
529-0. I have you checked in, and Mr. Flesland, are you ready for this case?
Yes, Your Honor. I just sent a chat to Ms. Dice regarding this matter, but I think I'm ready for a default on the case ending in 5276.
5276. I hope that wasn't Jill Battaglia in the other room. This really bothers me. If someone's going to get defaulted in the next 30 minutes because they're in 533 stuff. But the court can only do so much. There is a notice, a shared screen that states instructions to come to this courtroom. It's more fair when it's in person because you're assuming everyone can read, everyone can work technology, everyone can connect to audio, everyone has a stable technological device and also a signal. Internet isn't free. There's some dead spots in this underserviced city of Detroit. So in the event, whoever's in the wrong courtroom is defaulted, I'm granting motions to set aside defaults and putting things on the original court date. That's my solution. We have to proceed and we have to move on. We all have a job to do. So I'll call defaults and attorney. All right, so that's my spiel. That's what's bothering me. 077. It looks like, are you and Coleman ready to go? Mr. Flesson, I'll call defaults. If parties are ready to go on anything else before defaults, I'm going to call them.
Your Honor, this is Attorney Barnes. We're ready on case ending in 077, Miss Monica Johnson case.
And yeah, I got a few more ready to go as well.
All right. If you don't mind, Attorney Coleman, put them in the chat so I'll just grab them. In the event we can just move a little faster, or that way we don't have to keep calling them out. But
Your Honor, I base you can call everything you have left for Lee Rabbits. I'm ready to go on all of it.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't have them separated by counsel, so I'm gonna dig through each file and call it if it happens to be yours. But if you give me your case number, I can dig it out.
I will chat you the case number, Judge.
Thank you. Calling case number 22395077. This is St. Albans Square Apartments versus Monica Johnson and occupants on East Village. May I have appearances for the record?
Your Honor, for the record, Attorney Frederick J. Coleman, P 56548 on behalf of plaintiffs, and for the attorney of record, that being Attorney Lee Rabbits.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman.
Good morning. Good morning, Your Honor. This is Attorney Barnes, P70970, United Community Housing Coalition on behalf of Miss Monica Johnson.
Your Honor,
Hey, good morning, Ms. Barnes.
Sorry.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Monica Johnson.
Thank you,
We're
Ms.
looking
Johnson.
for about a two-week adjournment so that Attorney Barnes can submit a CD for review for Mr. Rabbits and for settlement.
Okay. Does March 15th work for parties?
If that's what the court has, that's fine, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
let me make sure it's not a 50 case load that day.
What's the date again?
March 15th.
Wednesday.
Nope, Judge.
Oh, yeah, March 15th is perfect, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I have another one with Attorney Featherston ending in 5068, which was a 9:35.
Let's get that done. 5068. Okay. Sean Tillman.
Calling your case in 538. Okay. Ready,
Ms.
Judge?
Tillman is present, Your Honor.
Ready, Judge?
What's going on?
Your Honor, in this particular matter, the parties are asking for a short adjournment. Attorney Featherston sent a CD in this morning, has not been reviewed yet. So we're asking for about a 2-week adjournment or the earliest date the court has available.
Okay, recalling case number 22395068. This is USP Property Management versus Sean Tillman and all occupants. Could you all put your appearances on record again for the court?
Your Honor, for the record, Attorney Frederick J. Coleman, P 56548. On behalf of plaintiff, stand for the attorney of record, Lee Ravitz.
Thank you, counsel.
Gerald Featherston, P 83480, on behalf of Ms. Tillman, who is present.
Thank you, Ms. Tillman. Thank you for showing up to court. Can you state your name for the record?
Sean.
Thank you. The court finds good cause to adjourn this matter to March 15th at 9:00 a.m. For parties to review the conditional dismissal.
That's correct, Judge.
Yes, I sent them the terms. It's not the full conditional dismissal. Once they accept the terms, they will receive the CD.
Okay, so we're, okay. All right.
Your Honor, I also have the case ending in 5070 ready with attorney Marlins. I think Martinez, I'm sorry.
5078. I'm sorry. Attorney Coleman, would you say
5070, Judge.
5070, okay. Recalling case number 22395070. This is USP Property Management versus Kimberly Jordan and occupants on Dale Street.
Your Honor, for the record, attorney Frederick J. Coleman, P 56548, on behalf of the plaintiff, I am staying for the attorney of record, that being attorney Lee Ravitz. There's a subsequent hearing on a non-payment of rent. Address is 16175 Dale, City, Detroit, State of Michigan, within this court's jurisdiction.
Thank you for your appearance. Ms. Jordan, or
Yes. Good morning.
come on, can you state your name for the record?
Kimberly Jordan.
All right, parties working agreement out.
Your Honor, what the agreement would be is that a judgment by hearing would be entered today, dismissing the case as to Kimberly Jordan. Kimberly Jordan would have to pay or vacate by March 17th, 2023. The amount owed is $7,764. Court cost of $150 for a total amount of $7,914.
Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes.
All right, so Mr. Coleman, can you send over a judgment, you said dismissal, so it'll be an all occupants judgment by hearing?
Yes, Your Honor, it's gonna be, all occupants gonna be dismissed as to the named defendant, all occupant judgment, with that March 17th date, with the understanding that defendant failed to vacate or move, that, a writ will be issued.
All right, before to sign it.
Thank you, Judge. Your Honor, the next matter for me is 22395075.
On case number 22395075. This is North Lawn Gardens versus Shonda Daniel and all other occupants on North Lawn. May I have appearances for the record?
Your Honor, again, for the record, Attorney Frederick J. Coleman, P 56548. On behalf of the plaintiff, I'm standing for the attorney of record, Lee Ravitz. In this particular instance, we are dismissing this matter without prejudice. Dismissal was previously sent in. The court, if it does not have it now, should be getting it within hopefully the next day or two.
All right, dismissal is granted. Court will sign the dismissal if it hasn't already.
Next case, Your Honor, is 22395083.
Calling case number 22395083. This is Town Square Apartments versus Claude Mays, Perry Dow Mays, and all other occupants on Motor Drive. May I have appearances?
Your Honor, again, for the record, Attorney Frederick J. Coleman, P 56548. On behalf of the plaintiff, this matter is being dismissed without prejudice. Dismissal was previously sent into the court.
All right, dismissal is granted.
Your Honor, the next matter I have is ending in 9286. Nope, sorry, that's not your case. The last matter I have for you, Judge, two matters. Second to last is 22395072.
Calling case number 22395072, USP Property Management versus Michelle Ridley and all other occupants on East Lawn. May I have appearances?
Your Honor, for the record, Attorney Frederick J. Coleman, P 56548. On behalf of the plaintiff, this matter before the court is a non-payment of rent subsequent hearing. I'm standing for the attorney of record, Lee Ravitz.
Thank you for your appearances. Michelle Ridley here.
Your Honor, with it being almost 11 o'clock, this matter being scheduled for 9:55 this time, I'd be seeking a default judgment.
Is Michelle Ridley present? Are any occupants at 186 East Lawn Apartment Upper Unit present? Counsel, well, you already put in the motion for default judgment as we do.
And Your Honor, what is owed at this time is $9,242 plus court costs of $150. So it's a substantial amount. We will also, as the court has made us aware, we also provide a ledger with that in submitting that default judgment. The court will so allow.
Okay, do you have a proof of service for this one?
I am certain of the proof of service, Your Honor. I will have the proof of service forward to the court along with this, just to make sure the file is clear.
Okay, the court understands that there's a delay in some of these proofs of service getting to the file, so I'd like to ask counsel, if counsel has a copy, and it can attest to it, the court is comfortable. So default judgment is granted and the amount of $9,442. Please submit the judgment to the court.
I will, Your Honor. Then the only other matter I have left with you is
069?
069, Your Honor, correct.
Okay. All right, well, what's the, okay, and Ms. Wofford, did you get legal counsel?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, calling case number.
Your Honor, on that previous one, the register of action shows that the proof of service was in the file. I don't know why it's not in the physical file, but it does show up in the ROA. We will provide a copy for you.
Okay, and default judgment is granted, and the court verified with the register of actions and enter the judgment so long as the court is satisfied. Calling case number, recalling 22395069 USP Property Management versus Latoya Walker.
Your Honor, for the record, Attorney Frederick J. Coleman, P 56548 on behalf of the plaintiff. I'm standing for the attorney of record. That attorney being Lee Ravitz. There's a subsequent hearing on the non-payment of rent. The court has sent me in to speak to Ms. Wolford, but unfortunately, our conversation did not get anywhere. So she had an opportunity to speak to counsel. I'm not sure if they're representing her or not.
Ms. Wolford, are you represented by counsel?
Yes, I am. I thought they were in the room already.
Who's your attorney?
I've sent a message to counsel. They're still in the breakout room, so I'm trying to get them out. I let them know this case is being called.
Attorney Keenan, which attorney is it?
It's Hervé Narcisse.
All right. Your Honor, I'm assuming Mr. Narcisse is gonna be asking for an adjournment. Can we get a date on this one and you can give it to him?
March 15th. Court finds good cause to adjourn this matter to March 15th at 9:00 a.m. This concludes this hearing for today. Ms. Wolford, please have a conversation with counsel and be prepared to proceed on March 15th at 9:00 a.m. That goes for both parties.
Thank you, Judge. As always, it is a pleasure. You and your staff have a wonderful day and a better weekend. I'll see you on Tuesday.
All right. Have a great weekend, counsel.
Harvey,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, Attorney Narcissa just came in. Harvey, for that case ending in 9069 for Latoya Wolford. It's been adjourned to March 15th at 9 a.m. Reach out to Mr. Ravis with your issues.
Thank
Everyone
you
have
very
a great
much,
day.
Mr.
Thank you,
Coleman.
counsel.
Bye.
Thank you, counsel. All right. Attorney Keenan. Put your hand up.
Yes, Judge. I raised my hand just concerning the Renardo Lawson versus Jaleesa Cousins case. It ends in 5164. We spoke with Ms. Cousins and there was a conflict for Lakeshore, but she also indicated she had spoken to an attorney at UCHC and was trying to get in touch with that attorney. So we're unable to help her in this matter. If I'm going to try and help her to get in touch with that attorney, but if an adjournment could be possible, just to give some time.
I'm not going to give you the adjournment.
Ms. Cousins, would you request an adjournment in this matter?
No, I'm going to call the case and I'm going to hear out Mr. Lawson as well. I can't just give out automatic adjournments because these cases started in November. And court wants to be aware of all the issues before issuing an adjournment. But thank you for letting me know. But Mr. Lawson is here and is present, and I'll call that case shortly. So let's see, Ms. Cousins, listen up for the case. I'm not saying there's not going to be an adjournment, but I'm going to call the case. And she has no counsel right now. If the court finds good cause for an adjournment, we'll set a new date. Mr. Dad?
Yes, Judge.
Are you prepared on your, yeah, I saw you had your hand raised.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I do have a resolution for the case ending in 155, but I also wanted to note to the court that I am covering for Attorney Acilio's case that was at 945, ending in 2.
Okay, is Antonia Watkins here? Antonia Watkins. All right, what'd you say? 155? You ready on? On case number 22395155. This is Grant and Main LLC versus Andre Avery Jr. and all occupants. May I have appearances?
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Ronnie Haddad, P 84927 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good morning. Mr. Avery, can you state your name for the record?
Andre Avery Jr. I'm here.
Thank you, Mr. Avery Jr. Parties been able to work out a resolution?
We did, Your Honor. The parties have agreed to enter into a conditional dismissal. The total balance due and owing is $1420. Mr. Avery is going to pay the balance owed by March 17th, 2023. And additionally, he's responsible for his regular rent amount. 4B will be checked. And he has given me permission to sign on his behalf, and I did explain what 4B means.
Okay, and what's your monthly rent?
For 1320.
So you understand that 1320 has to be paid on March 1st in addition to that 1420 balance that has
Yes.
to be by March 17th.
Yes.
Okay, all right. If you're comfortable, the court is comfortable, I'll enter this conditional dismissal. When it's filed, Mr. Avery Jr., happy Friday. You're free to leave.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, thank you, counsel. There is Wayman Jones here. Is Wayman Jones present? Calling case number 2239-5156, Grant and Mail LLC versus Wayman Jones and all occupants.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, again, Rania Haddad, P 8497 on behalf of the plaintiff. And this is a subsequent hearing on non-payment of rent. Just for the record, service was effectuated on 12/16 by way of posting, and I can submit a hard copy to the court.
Okay, thank you for indicating that, counsel. Is Wayman Jones present? Is there anyone who lives at 15403 Evergreen present? The court will recognize that no one has answered the call of counsel on multiple occasions. The court has posted something in 533 courtroom that may have been noticed for this matter, indicating parties to join 436. Counsel, will you entertain any defaults?
We move for default judgment for possession, Your Honor. The total balance due and owing is $2,190, and that does not include attorney fees and costs.
Right, statutory fees. And counsel, this case was scheduled for March 22nd, so a writ won't issue for March 22nd. But default judgment is granted. Default judgment is granted.
Thank you, Judge.
And I'll calling case number 2239-5222, Southeast Michigan, Pro versus Antonia Watkins and all occupants.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Ronnie Haddad, P 84927 on behalf of the plaintiff. I am standing in for the attorney of record, Attorney Acilio.
Thank you, counsel. Is Antonia Watkins present? Is anyone who resides at 14432 Rutherford, are you present? Counsel, was this case served?
Your Honor, yes, it was served. Unfortunately, I am trying to get a hold of Attorney Acilio for the proof of service. That's the only document he did not send over to us.
Okay, I'm going to check the register of actions to see if it's in the register of actions. Case number 2239-5222. Clerk's very fast.
Oh, thanks, Judge. No, Judge.
Okay, the court doesn't have a proof of service. We're going to issue a short adjournment for you to get this to me. We can come back next week.
That sounds good, Judge.
Same time, same place. Well, a week later, but same time. February 17th. No, February 24th. I'm gonna February 24th.
February 24th at 9:45, Your Honor.
Third. February 23rd at 9:45.
And I think that's it for me, Your Honor. Attorney Flessland is going to be taking care of their other case. Unless he already
Okay.
has.
I think I explained it for me.
Not yet.
All right, well, have a great weekend, council.
Thank you. You do the same, Judge.
All right. All right, Attorney Scotty, Attorney Abbott, is Leonard Markham or Shy Harris present? Leonard Markham, for the record, I see this is a improper case with no representation. Neither party has appeared in this matter. The court will try to reach out to the plaintiff to see if this case is to be dismissed. The court is aware that people wait a long time for cases, and this court date was moved up. So it would be fatal in some senses to dismiss this matter. The same courtesy is not given to attorneys because they are expected to check register of actions and practice law as they have learned how to practice law, troubleshoot. But improper defendants and plaintiffs get a little bit more expression in this courtroom. So calling case number 2239-5306. This is Leonard Markham versus Shy Harris. Does anyone reside at 9066 Evergreen? Court finds good cause to adjourn this matter to the originally scheduled court date of March 23rd, 2023 at 9:35 a.m. Court does not want to dismiss this matter as it was filed in November. Parties were noticed for March. Neither side has counsel, and it's in the court's opinion that it's a high possibility neither side received notice. Neither party appeared. We'll see parties back on the originally scheduled court date. There's another improper case. Is Jacqueline Brentley here? Antoinette Hendricks here. Calling case number 2239-5295. This is Jacqueline Brentley versus Antoinette Hendricks. Court finds good cause. Neither parties appeared. Court finds good cause to adjourn this matter to the originally scheduled court date of March 16th at 9:45 a.m. due to neither party appearing and this being an improper filing that was initiated in December. Court will give parties one more shot at this case. All right, we bought time. All right, who's ready? Attorney Abbott, I'll call your case. Are you ready on 365? You're not muted, counsel. All right. 164, let's call 164. Calling case number 2239-5164, Renardo Lawson versus Jalissa Cousins and all occupants. May I have appearances for the record?
Renardo Lawson.
Thank you, Mr. Lawson.
Jalissa Cousins.
Hello, Ms. Cousins. Have parties been able to work an agreement out?
No.
All right, how much rent is owed currently?
What I had put in for was $4,075. And when we was at court, the judge stated that until we come to the court date that she was supposed to start paying January the 1st. And I received no payment January the 1st, February the 1st.
Now, was there an escrow order or was she just instructed to pay?
Can I say something? I was instructed to pay, but
No, I'm not, okay, go ahead, sure.
but I also had the Ms. McClinton, she appointed me a lawyer because of the fact that he pulled up the steer case and he seen that I didn't owe. He had me email him over my rent receipts because I was paying my rent in Cash App. And he had me do the inspection of the home. The home is still not up to date. The inspection people should have been called Renardo, and he's supposed to been fixed everything. And then on top of that, Renardo Lawson, he came over to my home and removed all my cut my cameras off and removed them, cut the wires on the garage and everything. Everything is on video. So no, I have not paid you because you've been harassing me. And I suppose had a look. I don't know if he didn't come today due to the fact that it was posted March 22nd and it could have been a mix up on the case and everything. But I have all my proof and all my documents and everything.
All right, so back to the original question. Is $4,075 the amount that's owed?
No.
What do you say is owed?
Yes, that's the amount of that's owed.
All right,
So
you got that, Mr. Lawson. All right, so I have your $4,075. How did you come about that calculation?
The calculation was from unpaid rent. Whenever they pay me, I send them a text of what they paid and the balance, and that was the balance that was owed. And so I went ahead and filed. And
All right, what's the monthly rent?
$1,000. And they was paying it like she was paying it like.
Yes, the rent is $1,000. But Your Honor, can I say something?
Oh, no, not right now. When's the last time you paid rent, Ms. Cousins?
I have to go back and look and see. 1 second.
All right, do you remember? Like, do you recall?
It was last year, but like I said, I stopped paying because I found out that I did not owe him. So I'm not going to keep paying. I didn't owe. And if someone pulled the CR report, he put down that I owe him.
I just need the last time you paid rent.
Okay, I'm going through my phone.
All right. And in the meantime, Mr. Lawson, when's the last time you have her as paying rent?
The last time she paid rent, it was in, I think it was October, and that was partial payments. The last time she tried to give me $200, and she was already like $3,000 owed, and I told her no, I'm not accepting it.
Okay. And
yes, it was in October, but Your Honor, like.
All right, I'm going to give you opportunity to speak, Ms. Cousins. Don't think I'm gonna cut you off forever, but I need to figure out what's going on. So I see it was a Sarah assistance payment for $14,400. What did that cover?
He told them that it covered from February 21st. If someone put a CR application, they will pick up the dates too, because the last attorney who I recently had, who's supposed to be here today, he pulled it. That's how I found out that it was from February 21st, I think, all the way until I want to say January, either February of 2022. But like I said, I have my rent receipts for February. I stopped paying my rent with the first time.
Hold on. How do you have your rent receipts for February when you said you stopped paying rent in October?
No, I'm talking about February 2021. He put on the CR application.
February 2021?
Yes, he put on there on the CR application that I stopped paying my rent in February 2021. I never stopped paying my rent in February 2021. I have my rent receipts for that all the way up until all the way up until September 2021. That's when I first originally stopped paying my rent, in September 2021. And then Sear paid him I want to say January of 2022, the Sear, the $14,000. So if you put on there that I stopped paying rent February of 2021 till January of 2022, then that $14,000, I don't supposed to be owing you anything. And I have my rent receipts that I was still paying February 2021.
Did you receive $2,200 from Michigan, Ms. Cousins?
No, I never received it. What happened was I called them. They said that it wasn't sent out or something like that. I'm not for sure. They were supposed to have been looking to find out if they mailed out the check or what happened or whatever. I haven't heard back from them. They sent me when I called them, they told me I had to email a department to figure out what was going on. I emailed the department. I still haven't heard back from them.
All right, Mr. Lawson, was the $2,200 released from escrow?
Yes, it was. I called there. It was released to them.
Okay, so you got the whole 14.4.
No, they took out 20%. So it came out to 1220. So they took out that, and so the escrow, since I didn't make any repairs because nobody stated no repairs. So the escrow went straight to them.
So Ms. Cousins received a check, the escrow check?
Yes.
No, Ms. Cousins did not. And I told him that I didn't receive because I thought that he had ended up receiving it. How
do you know that Ms. Cousins received it?
Oh, because when I called them, they said the check was released because they sent me an email. I sent y'all over the email too, saying if I didn't.
I'm looking at the person receipt.
They said it was released, but I never got the check. And I asked them could they track the check, and they said that they was going to get back with me. They never got back with me. They told me to email the department and everything. The department that I emailed never got back with me. It was actually their payment department. That's why I said I never received it. The check was never cashed or anything. And if anybody go back and they do the research and try to track the check was never cashed because I never received it.
Well, and Ms. Cousins, do you have counsel?
I had a counsel. I don't know if he didn't come because of the court date switched or whatever. I don't know. Like I said, I had emailed him over everything. That's how I ended up finding out the CR application was the back payment. The payment started from February 2021.
Your Honor.
So what's going on with January and February rent?
January, I have January's rent right now, but like I said, I'm in a predicament where I have made a police report on Renardo because Renardo Lawson had came up here, cut my cameras down.
The court is ordering. I find good cause to adjourn this matter to March 15th or March 14th. Excuse me. Court's going to require escrow order by defendant prorated amount.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
How much is your rent? It's $1,000 a month.
Yes.
So $1,000 divided by 28 times 11. That's what we're doing. And that's what I want you to pay, including, all right, hold on. $1,000 divided by 28 days. It's $35.71. We're gonna multiply this. Today is the 17th, 18. To the 28th is 10 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days.
Okay, you said the 17th, the 18th, and the 28th.
$392.86.
Your Honor, so what about February?
This is February's rent right here. I can't
Okay.
order previous rent, so I have to prorate it from the day of the hearing. We're halfway into February. So
See
the court,
what I was talking about, when the judge was clear. The judge said, can you pay $1,000? She said, yes. Judge said, when January 1st to come, he should have that $1,000. So $1,000 on January, $1,000 on February. I received nothing.
I'm fine with putting it in escrow because Renardo still haven't made repairs to this house, and my basement is still messed up. And
what repairs do you have?
I can actually show you the repairs, Your Honor, if you want to see them.
I want to hear them and see them because I may enter a judgment today.
Okay.
Your
Yes.
Honor, I apologize. This is Alex Myers, P85459, United Community Housing Coalition. I was working with Ms. Cousins on this matter. My office didn't get notice of the change in time of hearing.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Myers, for appearing. Yeah, maybe you can provide some clarity of what's going on in this case. Have you talked to Ms. Cousins?
I have received her emails with the facts that she's alleging, and I would ask for a brief adjournment so I can discuss with her and Mr. Lawson to get an updated ledger so we can figure out what exactly is being claimed as due and owing.
Okay. Court is available to hear this matter March 14th.
Your Honor, could we potentially move that to a Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday? Those are the days I am typically in court.
March 15th. All right, the court finds good cause to adjourn this matter to March 15th, 2023. The court is also ordering defendant to pay to escrow January's rent at a prorated amount of $392.86 immediately, and also escrow March rent with the court as well in the amount of $1,000 as stated on the record. And I'll see parties back March 15th, 2023.
What time, Your Honor?
Excuse me, Your Honor. How can I just file for just to retrieve my property? Because I no longer want
you
to
gotta
have my
hire an
property.
attorney, Mr. Lawson. I can't shell out legal advice from the bench.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, but your matter is adjourned to 3:15. There's an escrow order of $392.86 to be paid immediately for a prorated amount of February rent, as well as order to pay March rent. I'll see you all back on the 15th.
Your Honor, what time on the 15th?
9 a.m.
Thank you very much.
How do I go by paying the escrow?
Ms. Cousins, I'll give you a call and explain it all to you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor, and I apologize once again for being late.
No, it's all right. It's fine. Our party's ready on 276. I have Mr. Sagati.
Ready, Judge.
I'll call your matters, and then who's doing Landau?
Go for it, Your Honor.
Okay. Looks like you're what's left, and then I have Lavasser case. Mr. Lavasser, has your defendant checked in on SKMM LLC? All right, I'll just keep calling the case. But
Excuse me, Your Honor. If I may, I was a return for the 1030 motion.
okay, all right, we still need a little bit more time. But counsel, Lakeshore Legal Aid, can you just put your hand up? And then they may be able to assist you. They should be able to assist you. So put your hand up. They can do an intake and assist you with your matter, with navigating your matter. That was the intention, allow you to communicate with them. So put your hand up in the chat. It's a digital way to do it. And they'll send you to a breakout room if they haven't already. Oh, yeah, there's a budget. Can you hear me?
Your Honor, I'm a return for 1030 for my
I
motion.
can hear. Yeah. Can you put your hand up in the chat? It's a button that you can press, and Lakeshore Legal Aid can put you in the breakout room and talk to you. And then they can help you figure out what to do with the motion that you just filed.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Calling case number 22395276. Giuseppe Battaglia versus Chris Drawn and all occupants.
Ready, Your Honor.
All right. Should I have your appearance for the record?
Yes, Your Honor. Dennis Flesland, P30289 for the plaintiff.
Thank you, Mr. Flesland. Is Chris Drawn here? Is anyone who resides at 4652 Haverhill present? Counsel, you may proceed with any motions.
Yes, Your Honor. We'd request a default judgment. I should indicate to the court that the defendant did not appear at the first hearing in this matter. Also, there is currently $6,067.64 owed. We're requesting $185 in court costs for a total judgment of $6,252.64.
All right, and do you have proof of service in your file?
I do, Your Honor. It was served by posting on December 10th by Officer Mason of the court.
All right, after 3 diligent attempts.
I made attempts on 12/7, on 12/9, and then again on 12/10 when they were not there.
All right, default judgment is granted. Please submit your judgment to the court and we will sign it. Writs won't issue before 3/16, which is the originally scheduled court date.
3/16, you said, Your Honor?
That was the originally scheduled court date for this matter. You can feel free to put whatever on the judgment based on your authority as counsel, and the court will exercise its discretion if necessary.
That's fine, Judge. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see. Calling case number 22395290, Iowa Land Development versus Andrea and Dolores Reed.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Dennis Flesland, P30289 for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Morning, Mr. Flesland. May I have your appearance, Ms. Reed? Ms. Red, I'm sorry.
Not a problem, Dolores Red.
Good morning, Ms. Red. Is Andrea Red present as well?
No, Andrea hasn't occupied the residence for almost 4 years since I've been here.
All right, what's going on? Parties had a chance to work out an agreement.
No, Your Honor. This is a subsequent hearing on a termination complaint in this matter. Miss Red met with Attorney Heidi Dice this morning, but Miss Dice advised me that she would be giving advice only and not representing Miss Red. There is currently a sale pending on this property. And we have to get Ms. Red out as quickly as possible. She has not cooperated with the inspector, realtors, and appraisers being able to access the property. So we really need to get her out as quickly as possible.
All right, and I do want to remind you, counsel, that you know, after food and clothing, shelter is quite the important necessity, and getting someone off the property may not be the best way to refer to obtain a judgment. The court is empathetic to everyone's situation during these unprecedented times. Saying that there is a notice to quit, a complaint for possession. Was this matter? Oh, and there is proof of service in the file. Service, personal service by Court Officer Stephen Mason. I'm also in receipt of a quitclaim deed as well as a residential lease. Ms. Red.
Yes.
How much time do you need to vacate the property?
Well, I've looked into a couple of homes. I am scheduled to see another home on the 15th. It will be available, they said, between the 15th and the 30th of March, but there are some repairs needed before I could do that.
All right, well, the court only has discretion to give you 10 days. With that being said, the original court date for this matter was March 16th. The court is exercising discretion to not issue a writ before the originally scheduled court date for these matters. As stated earlier, for everyone who's come in front of me for the past 3 weeks, I have maintained this date to make sure no one is getting a writ before the originally scheduled date.
Can I add something as well?
Sure.
I did have several conversations with Curtis Weenie, who has been my contact for this property. I did pay him October's rent, and then after October is when he submitted the notice to quit before he received that rent. I paid him October's rent after that with an understanding that him and I would come to some terms.
You did pay November, December, January, February.
Pardon me? I'm sorry, was that directed? I'm sorry. So so if I could, I just want to get clarity and an understanding that, is there a time for me to vacate, or are we coming back to court on the original date of the 16th?
It's a time for you to vacate. And 3/16 will be the last day to vacate before a writ could be issued, before application of eviction could be issued on 3/17. Without the court's discretion, Mr. Flesling could actually obtain a writ within, on the 11th day, which would put you off to being able to apply on the last day of February. But out of fairness to everyone who's come in front of the court with the rescheduled court date, beyond the objections of any of plaintiff's counsel who really haven't objected to this date or the move out dates, your move out date will be, the last day you can move out is March 16th, 2023, before an application for eviction is filed. So it may not happen on the 17th, may happen on the 18th, may happen on the 20th, but your legally able to be removed from your property after March 16th. So the clock is definitely ticking, Ms. Red, but you do have until the 16th. So I'm going to enter a judgment by hearing. Is there an objection to all occupants judgment?
No, Your Honor, we just have to get her out in order to sell the property. There's no problem with that.
Is there any cash for keys on the table?
No, Your Honor.
All right, it doesn't have to be. I was just curious. All right, well, all occupants judgment by hearing is hereby entered with the move out date of March 16th, 2023. This is a termination of tenancy case. There is no redemption amount, just a move out date. The court does have proof of service of deed. Parties were present. Ms. Red, you had something to say? I want you to.
I just wanted to add, and I don't know if this is relevant or not, just wanted to state that no one has contacted me in regards to having someone come out. I was able to receive the writ from the courts, and yet they're saying I'm not present to receive, to allow them to enter the property, which is not the case. And I don't know if that matters or not. And I just wanted to make sure that this is not a judgment that would go on my records. I don't want to appear
So
on my.
Attorney Flesland had no objection to entering all occupants as the defendant. So Ms. Red, you're not out of the game. Keep searching for property, keep trying to find somewhere else to live. And in the meantime, communicate with whoever you've been communicating with. Maybe it's unclear, maybe it's just a misunderstanding, but if you're allowing them to enter the property, you all just make sure you have a time so you're not walking in on her when she don't want you there.
Okay.
That concludes this matter. Ms. Red, do you have any further questions? There's legal counsel available in the gallery.
Thank you.
But this does conclude this matter. Counsel, please present that judgment to the court.
Will do, Judge. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Mr. Horka.
Ready.
Calling case number 22394993, Clark Apartments versus Martin Gardens.
Good morning, Joe Horka, P75969 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Thank you, Mr. Horka. It's Shaquandra Barbie here. Do we have Miss Barbie? Is Shaquandra Barbie present? Is there anyone at 1185 Clark Apartments present? Our counsel, you may proceed with any motions you have.
And I would seek the entry of a default judgment, please. The total owed, including court costs, is $6,054.60.
Default judgment is entered. Defendants failed to appear. This is a recall matter. Writs won't issue before the originally scheduled court date on March 21st. You can put whatever you need on the judgment. The court exercises discretion.
Thank you.
All right, let's see, calling Attorney Abbott. I'm just going to go down the list. I see you have some here as well. So it's just you and Horka right now. Calling case number 22395363. This is Y&I Associates versus Clifford Alexander and occupants of 14704 Tireman Unit number 2. May I have appearances? All right. I'll call attorney. It looks like his screen is frozen. We'll stay on your cases, Mr. Horka. Attorney Abbott, I'll call your stuff in a batch right after Horka's. I don't want you all to leave in court. I know 6 courtrooms. Calling case number 22395452 DMB Works LLC versus Shamir Reed and all occupants at 19417 Harlow. May I have appearances?
Good morning, Joe Horka, P75969 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Thank you, Mr. Horga. Is Mr. Reed here? Mr. and Mrs. Reed? Are occupants at 19417 Harlow present in the courtroom? All right. Counsel, you proceed.
Ending in 2057. All right, let's go ahead and recall that one.
Attorney Abbott, your case is, you have one more case and I'll call your two matters. Mr. Horga, you may proceed.
And this is an action for non-payment of rent. I don't have a current ledger as of this morning, so I can't cite a figure due an owing, but I will submit a copy of the ledger with a proposed default judgment, please.
Okay, Shamir Reed here. What, is anyone from 19417 Harlow here? The court has proof of service as well as a summons complaint and a lease in this matter. Default judgment is granted. Please submit a ledger with the redemption amount, counsel, and I'll sign it.
Thank you.
No writs will issue before. This case was originally scheduled for March 28th. Court has to stay consistent with this. Calling case number 22395453. RCH Brokerage Legacy Inc. versus Arius Tarver and all occupants at 2082 Taylor Street. May I have appearances?
Good morning, Joe Horka, P75969, representing the plaintiff.
Thank you, counsel. Is Arius Tarver, Arius Tarver, any occupants at 2082 Taylor Street in the city of Detroit? May I have, well, counsel, you may proceed with any motions you have.
This is an action for non-payment of rent, similar to the prior case. I tried to secure a ledger in advance of the court date. I was unable to do so, so I don't have an exact figure to cite to the court, but I would be seeking the entry of a default judgment upon presentment of that judgment and a ledger.
Default judgment is granted consistent with the terms pled. I'll sign the judgment when you produce the ledger. The original court date, I believe, for this matter was March 28th. So it's likely the court won't issue a writ before March 28th.
Thank you.
Thank you, counsel. Attorney Abbott, Mr. Abbott.
Your Honor.
Calling case number 22395363. This case is Y&I Associates versus Clifford Alexander Holcomb and all other occupants at 14704 Tireman, Unit 2 in the great city of Detroit, Michigan.
Name of the plaintiff P26085.
Thank you, counsel. Mr. Clifford Holcomb present. Is anyone who lives on the 14,000 block of Tireman? Is anyone who lives at 14704 Tireman present? Is anyone here from 14704 Tireman Unit 2 present? Counsel, you may proceed.
That covers it. This is a payment rent. Default judgment for $2,600 plus court costs.
All right. Thank you, counsel. Default judgment is granted. Court will sign it. No writs will issue before the court date of March 23rd, which is the original court date for this matter. Notify your plaintiff if necessary. This Lavasser, did I?
All right, I have two more cases.
You have one more case, right? Yeah, 365.
Yeah, and also got a Fantera case.
Okay, calling case number 22395365. This is Finca One LLC versus Desiree Alexander and all other occupants at 23403 Finkel, Unit D5 in the great city of Detroit. Have appearances.
James Abbott appearing for the plaintiff, P26085.
Thank you. Is Ms. Alexander here? Does anyone live at 23403 Finkel, Unit B5? Counsel, you may proceed.
Move for default judgment for $3,050 plus court costs.
Default judgment is granted. No writs will issue before the originally scheduled court date on March 23rd.
Also had two Fantera cases this morning.
Fantera 092 and you dismissed 095. So I'll call 092 and that should wrap up your document. Calling case number 22395092. This is Ramblewood Apartments versus Mia Worthen et al. Mia Worthen and all occupants at 12665 Memorial Street, Unit 202.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Abbott appearing for the plaintiff, P26085.
Thank you, Mr. James Abbott. Is Ms. Worthen here? Is anyone who lives at 12665 Memorial Street, Unit 202 present? Counsel, you may proceed.
Default judgment $850 court costs.
Could you repeat that amount one more time?
$890 plus court costs.
All right, plus court costs. Default judgment is granted. We sign it when we receive it, counsel. And I do have a certificate substitution of counsel that was supplied in that file. Thank you. I think this concludes your matters for today. Have a great weekend, counsel.
Thank you. Is the deadline for this last 323?
I believe this was a March 21st case.
Okay, thank you.
So no risk before March 21st.
Understood. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
All right, you too. All right, Ms. Green. Let's get you out of here.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who's your attorney?
I forgot his name, but he was with legal aid.
Mr. Martinez?
Yes.
All right. And is Mr. Horton still here?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's call it. Calling case number, and then Mr. Lavasser, I'll call yours next.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Calling case number 22395456, RCH Brokerage Legacy versus Denise Green and all occupants.
Good morning, Joe Horka, P75969, representing the plaintiff.
Okay. I can mute it.
Good morning, James Martinez, P86604 on behalf of defendant.
Thank you. Ms. Green, can you state your name for the record?
Denise Michelle Green.
Thank you, Ms. Denise Michelle Green. Parties been able to work out an agreement?
According to Mr. I'm sorry, Martinez, is that?
That's correct.
Okay. There's been a Sarah payout that should have paid through the month of October, according to what he's saying. I've been unable to confirm that. We're trying to work this out though for any tenant co-payment and any remaining balance if we can get a March adjournment on this case.
All right, so it's a March 15th date. Does that work for both parties, or does March 13th work better?
Whichever date you prefer, Your Honor.
Mr. Martinez, are you here Mondays and Fridays?
I'm here Tuesdays and Fridays.
Let's do March 14th, 2023 at 9 a.m. If parties are able to resolve this matter and have an updated amount, please let the court know. But I'll see you all back on the 14th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a great weekend to everyone.
You too.
Mr. Lavasser.
Mr. Martinez?
Yeah, I'm gonna put you in the breakout room, Miss Green. We'll talk.
Okay, thanks.
And I'll hop back to you, Attorney Horka, after I finish Attorney Lavasser's case. It's only got one. Calling case number 2239-5128. This is SKMM LLC versus Thomas James Lett Jr. and occupants of 12300 East McNichols Road in the great city of Detroit. May I have appearances?
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Lavasser, P41712, appearing on behalf of plaintiff. I do have one other besides that, but I am appearing on behalf of plaintiff in this one.
Okay, noted. And it's James Thomas Lett Jr. present. Are any occupants of 12300 East McNichols present? All right, counsel, you may proceed with any motions that you may have.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a second hearing on a non-payment rent case involving a commercial building. There's currently owed $4,571.30, cost of $155 for a total of $4,726.30. We would request entry of a default judgment in plaintiff's favor, granting possession to plaintiff, providing that if the defendant doesn't pay or vacate within 10 days, that the plaintiff may apply for an order of eviction.
Okay, and the court notes the 10-day move-out date for the amount of $4,726, correct?
$4,726.30.
30 cents. Can't forget the 30 cents. And this is a commercial building, Attorney Dyer? Attorney Lavasser?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Default judgment is granted. I will note that this case was originally scheduled for March 21st. So no writs shall issue, or no writs will be issued or signed by this court before March 21st.
I'm sorry, that date is March 21st, Your Honor?
Yes, counsel, you can put whatever you need to on your judgment. I can't stop you. I'm just notifying counsel that the court will exercise its discretion to put this back. At least refrain from filing eviction before the originally scheduled court date. It's been proven to cause a few issues and delays, actually. So
thank you, Your Honor.
You are welcome. And then 129, I see. On case number 2239-5129. This is Claire Robinson, PA versus Dorothy Brown and occupants of 9839-45 Woodside, and that is unit 2S.
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Lavasser, P41712, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good morning. Does anyone reside on Woodside? Please state your name. Ms. Brown, Kamika Brown, what case are you here for?
22389-568.
Okay. It was a similar last name. I just wanted to make sure you weren't the defendant on this matter. Mr. Lavasser, do you have proof of service in your file?
Yes, Your Honor. It shows posting on December 8th of 2023. And I believe we faxed that to the court. I'm looking through my file just to verify.
Okay, the court will accept the representation of counsel. What's the total amount? Oh,
Your Honor, there is currently due $4,550 plus cost of $155 for a total of $4,705. I don't see a fax confirmation, so what I can do, Your Honor, is send in a supplemental copy of that that service just to make sure the court has it.
okay, I appreciate that. Default judgment is granted, and as stated earlier, this case was scheduled for March 21st, so the court won't issue any writs before March 21st.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are welcome. Does that conclude your docket today?
That is all, Your Honor. Have a great weekend.
All right. All right, you have a great weekend. Calling case number 22395457. This is Cedric Webster versus Louis Armstrong. And occupants of 1693 Gladstone Street upstairs. May I have appearances?
Good morning, Joe Herka, P75969. I represent the plaintiff.
Thank you, Mr. Horka. Does anyone reside on Gladstone, specifically 1693 Gladstone in this great city of Detroit? May I have your appearance if you reside on Gladstone, the upstairs unit at 1693 Gladstone Street? Counsel, you may proceed with any motions that you have.
I'd be seeking the entry of a default judgment with the submission of a proposed judgment and ledger. I don't have a current total to articulate to the court.
Okay, counsel noted that he will submit a ledger. This is a pay or vacate case, correct? It's not a termination, correct?
Yes, this is a non-payment, Your Honor.
All right, it's a non-payment rent case. Default judgment is entered. Please submit a ledger with the judgment consistent with what was stated today. There's proof of service in the file. Defendant failed to appear. Default judgment is granted. This case was originally scheduled for March 28th. It's likely a writ won't issue before March 28th. Attorney Landau, is that you, Mr. Horka?
Yes.
You were next today. All right. Calling case number 22394997 Clark Apartments versus Melissa Roper and all occupants of 1185 Clark Apartment 4B. May I have appearances?
Good afternoon, Joe Herka, P75969 on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right, is Melissa Roper present? Ms. Roper, anybody on Clark Street? Anyone living 4B, apartment 4B on Clark Street, 1185 Clark Street? Counsel, you may proceed.
And my list for cases to handle for Mr. Landau this morning, this was not on it. It is a non-payment of rent case. I don't have a total due, so I would request the ability to submit a default judgment with a ledger if there is a current balance, but if it has been paid, I would request obviously to submit a dismissal.
Okay, the court will grant the default judgment so long as a ledger is presented. Is there, Mr. Horka, is there a minimum amount in the, well, court will enter default judgment, exercise its discretion. Please submit a ledger. There is proof of service in the file. Defendant failed to appear. And the case was originally scheduled for the 21st of March. So a writ won't issue until the 21st of March. And if there is a zero balance, please submit a dismissal. The default judgment is granted. In the event that situation changes, by the time this document gets to me, and let me know. And let the court know, we'll sign a dismissal. Calling case number 22394998. This is Lawndale Apartments versus Dion Aldridge and occupants of 2201 Lawndale Street, apartment 2A. May I have appearances?
Good afternoon, Joe Horka, P75969, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Thank you. Is anyone present from 2201 Lawndale Street, Unit 2A? All right, counsel, you may proceed with any motions that you have.
Your Honor, similar to the last case, this wasn't sent to me, which leads me to believe it probably is a dismissal, but I can't confirm that at this very moment. Can I request the ability to submit a default in a ledger? And if there's no balance, we'll submit a dismissal.
Default judgment is granted. Court does recognize the importance of judicial economy. Also, defendant has failed to appear. Please submit a ledger with your judgment, and in the event there is a zero balance, please submit a dismissal in lieu of a judgment. But default judgment is granted. The original court date was March 21st, so no writ shall issue before March 21st. We have a few. Okay, Ms. Charlene, let's call this.
Your Honor, do you mind if I get that case number you just called before you move on to the next one, though?
Oh, sorry. 22394998.
Thank you so much. Sorry about that.
Yep. All right, calling case number 22394999, Lawndale Apartments versus Cheryline Frankie?
Yes, Frankie.
Frankie, there we go.
Yes.
Cheryline Frankie. Can you state your name for the record?
Charlene Roman Frankie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michelle Johnson, P49181 with Legal Aid and Defender Association on behalf of Ms. Frankie.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. Counsel, can you put your appearance in?
Yes, good afternoon, Joe Horka, P75969, on behalf of the plaintiff. Judge, I think we have this one wrapped up. Parties will be submitting a conditional dismissal.
All right, would you like to put the terms on the record, or are parties satisfied?
It's up to you, Attorney Johnson. If you'd like to recite something, that's fine.
No, Your Honor, I think we're good. I think we're okay. Everything's should be covered as far as all the back rent between Sarah approval and a small co-payment for Ms. Frankie.
All right, is 4B checked or 4A?
4A.
All right, 4A is checked. Is there a determining date? Is there a move out date or anything?
No, the conditional dismissal will say that payments to be made within 30 days.
All right. All right, thank you, counsel. And good luck, Ms. Frankie, correct?
Your Honor, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Thank you, Ms. Johnson. All right, Funderburg and Tony Johnson. These are only two cases I have left. So if you're in my courtroom right now and these aren't your cases, then are you down in your case, Mr. Horka?
Am I in Judge's case?
It looks like you're in there pretty heavy today. I don't know, some of these, I'll call it these next two cases and then I'll deal with whoever's still here, just so that we move along. Calling case number 22395000 Lawndale Apartments versus Georgia Funderburg and all occupants of 22012 Lawndale Street, Unit 1C. May I have appearances?
Good afternoon, Joe Horka, P75969, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Thank you. Is Georgia Funderburg here? Is anyone from Unit 1C here? Court recognizes that there is proof of service. There's a summons complaint, affidavit of a lease, non-payment rent that evidences was owed. Is there a tenant portion on here?
I'm not sure the exact payment versus tenant co-payment, but Mr. Landa's office has indicated there's a balance with the rent and court costs of $1,225 due and owing.
Okay, $1,225. Is there an objection to all occupants judgment?
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay. And when I don't catch them all, but some of these are public housing. They may be Section 8 tenants, and this balance isn't extremely high. So default judgment is granted to all occupants in the amount of $1,225 to default judgment is granted. The original court date was March 21st, so a writ won't be signed before March 21st.
Thanks.
Calling case number 2239501, Philip C. Sims, Senior Housing Apartments versus Tony Johnson and all occupants at 800 Dickerson, Unit 803. May I have appearances?
Good afternoon, Joe Horka, P75969 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Thank you, Mr. Horka. Is Tony Johnson here? Tony Johnson, do you live at 800 Dickerson, apartment number 803? Okay. Yep. Counsel, you may proceed.
Your Honor, sorry, list is not complete today. Typically, when a case is not sent to me, it means a dismissal is forthcoming. However, to cover my base, I would ask for the court to permit a default judgment to be submitted if there is a rent amount due and owing with a copy of a ledger.
The court recognizes there is proof of service in the file, a summons, as well as a complaint. Default judgment is granted so long as a ledger is provided, and in the event there is a zero balance, please submit a dismissal, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome. I believe this concludes your matters in here. Have a great weekend.
I'm out next week, actually, so I'll see you the following week.
All right. I'm surprised if I didn't see you. Thank you. All right. Are you about to take it over, Ms. Tokman? I think you're muted. Ms. Brown,
Kimberly Brown.
Yeah.
Kimberly Brown, what time was your case?
Kamika.
Oh, Kamika.
Wow. I had a case today for 10:30, but I think it might have been changed. That's why I logged in so late. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. You're 568, ending 568 with Attorney Landau, 10:30 and Judge Jacquet. You're supposed to be in 538. So, how did you get into this courtroom? Procedurally, how did you get in?
I'm completely confused. On my last court date, they told me,
I know they told you, your notice says 436. Just come on, we gotta get through this so you don't get defaults. You gotta go to the courtroom. Your courtroom is 538. So the Zoom code is 360-538-0000. That's why I was asking you how'd you get in, because I'm giving you another code to log into there. If you got it through the link, then go on the website and do it to Judge Jacquet's. Click Judge Jacquet's link. Madam Court Reporter put something in the chat with the Zoom code, but it's pretty much the same Zoom code, but the middle digits are 538 instead of 436.
Do you have a pen, Miss Brown?
538. Yes, ma'am.
Write this number down, 360-538-0000. So you can sign off here and re-sign into Zoom with that number. Or if you went to 36districtcourt.org, then just look for Judge Jaquet's name, 538.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, is that it then? Good seeing.
I believe that concludes our docket for today. Good seeing everyone. Thank you, Lakeshore.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Judge.
Have a good weekend, Your Honor.
Have a great weekend. Thank you for your assistance and your willingness to assist.
I will not see you till next Friday because I own a house in New Orleans and it is Mardi Gras on Tuesday. So happy Mardi Gras to everyone.
Mardi Gras on Tuesday. I was in New Orleans last year around this time.
I went to law school down here, so can't miss it.
Where'd you go?
Right. Loyola. Yep. It's fun. All right. See y'all.
Bring back some, what's that?
King cake.
Cafe spot?
Chicory coffee, beignets.
Yeah, they don't taste the same.
Detroit food's pretty good though. I was a little nervous, but I haven't been disappointed. So.
All right, enjoy, and you all enjoy the weekend. Take care.